Just 4 days before what should have been a celebration of love, it turned into headlines of heartbreak. Akon's wife, Tamika Thiem, has filed for divorce, timed almost exactly with their 29th wedding anniversary. A move no one saw coming, and one that leaves fans questioning what really went wrong behind closed doors. On September 11th, Tamika Thiem officially filed for divorce from the musician, and the paperwork tells a story of its own. She cited irreconcilable differences, leaving the exact moment of separation as to be determined. Together, they share a 17-year-old daughter named Journey, and Tamika is asking for joint legal custody while requesting that she hold physical custody, with Akon limited to visitation rights. On top of that, she's seeking spousal support, but made it clear the court should not award any financial support to the singer himself. The filing conveys a sense of finality, marking a decisive conclusion to nearly 3 decades of marriage. What makes this filing even more dramatic is the timing. Tamika's decision came just 4 days before what would have been their 29th wedding anniversary. Nearly 3 decades together, reduced to court papers filed right before a milestone moment. For fans, the timing feels symbolic, like a message that this chapter was truly over long before the celebration could even arrive. Was it coincidence or a deliberate move to close the book before that anniversary date could be marked? Either way, the timing makes the divorce sting even more. For years, Akon has been outspoken about his views on relationships, and they've often sparked controversy. In a 2022 interview, he openly admitted he believes in polygamy, calling it a natural part of his African culture. He explained that while the Western world set rules that ignored human nature, polygamy had always been normal in his upbringing. Akon has said he has 9 children, and for him, being a husband and a father is more about responsibility than romance. He sees his role as providing stability, a home, and protection for his family, while leaving everyday milestones like school recitals or holiday traditions as optional if his schedule allows. To Akon, communication and financial support were the core of being a good father. But to outsiders, his stance often came across as distant, sparking debates about whether such beliefs could ever survive in a marriage spanning nearly 3 decades. But Tamika wasn't the only woman tied to Akon. In 2023, musician Amir claimed she was one of his 4 wives, painting a picture of a lifestyle most fans could barely imagine. According to her, the wives are spread out across different cities: Atlanta, Los Angeles, and even Africa, each living separate lives with little to no overlap. She said, "We don't have to see each other, so we don't have to be cool with each other," explaining that Akon makes it clear, you either accept the arrangement or you don't. She described it as cultural, not manipulative, and insisted every woman knew the reality going in. Still, her words revealed a household system unlike anything most people in the West would ever accept. It was a glimpse into Akon's complex world, where multiple marriages coexist but rarely intersect. When it comes to fatherhood, Akon's outlook has always been unconventional. With 9 children to care for, he said his priority isn't attending every recital or holiday gathering. It's making sure his family has a roof over their heads and food on the table. In his own words, his job is to raise responsible, grounded kids and to protect their mothers. He's admitted that FaceTime is often his lifeline, allowing him to be there every day, even if not physically present. To some, that sounds like a modern solution for a busy man with multiple families. But to critics, it raises the question, can emotional closeness really be replaced by a phone screen? For Tamika and perhaps for Journey, that philosophy may not have been enough to hold the family together. Beyond his personal life, Akon's career has always kept him in the spotlight. He rose to fame in the mid-2000s with global hits like Smack That and Don't Matter, cementing himself as one of the most recognizable voices in R&B. But over the last decade, headlines about Akon haven't only been about his music. They've often been about his bold ventures. From launching Akon Lighting Africa, a massive solar energy project bringing power to millions across the continent, to announcing plans for a futuristic Akon city in Senegal. He's positioned himself as more than just an entertainer. Yet even with these accomplishments, his personal relationships seem to grab just as much attention. For some, his legacy is split in two: the hitmaker and philanthropist on one side, and the controversial husband and father on the other. And it's that clash between public success and private turmoil that makes his story so compelling. As soon as the news broke, fans and blogs lit up with questions. Was polygamy the breaking point? Did the pressure of multiple households finally weigh too heavy on Tamika? Some argued the divorce timing just days before the anniversary wasn't a coincidence at all, but a statement. On social media, reactions have been split. Supporters of Akon defend his cultural stance, saying he's been transparent about his lifestyle from the beginning. Others criticize him, suggesting his philosophy of providing financially but being absent-minded may have left his family wanting more. Rumors are already swirling about custody battles, hidden financial details, and even whether more revelations could surface in court documents. For now, it's speculation. But one thing is certain: the public is watching closely, waiting to see what secrets, if any, this divorce might uncover. After nearly 3 decades, Tamika's decision has left fans stunned and wondering what comes next. Was the divorce the inevitable result of Akon's unconventional lifestyle, or was it simply the quiet unraveling of a marriage that had run its course? With questions about custody, finances, and even the truth behind his multiple households, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. And as new details surface, the public will be ready to dissect every word, every filing, and every rumor. What do you think? Was this about cultural differences, personal choices, or something much deeper? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that pull back the curtain on Hollywood's most untold dramas.